Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today, we're continuing my 2021 year-end top 10s in the best division in boxing, the heavyweight division, my favorite division. Today, we are going to look at my number 7 heavyweight in the world right now, the former unified heavyweight champion, Andy Ruiz Jr. Andy Ruiz drops 3 spots from number 4 from last year. And he entered this year not fighting at all in 2020. He was still reeling from the decision loss where he lost the unified heavyweight title to Anthony Joshua in their rematch in December of 2019. And, there was speculations and all that stuff that he would fight, but then he basically didn't fight. But he wanted to get back into the mix in the first half of the year for sure in 2021. And hopefully wanted to land a big fight in the second half of the year. But he ended up choosing to fight Chris Arreola, former world title challenger, but almost 40-year-old Chris Arreola, in April, I believe. Or no, it was May 1st. And Arreola gave Andy Ruiz all he could handle. He even knocked Andy Ruiz down earlier in the fight. So Ruiz kind of got a workmanlike, outworked Chris Arreola, and walked away with a unanimous decision, but it kind of left a bad taste in people's mouth, like Andy Ruiz was just a fluke. That kind of taste in people's mouth. I feel like Andy Ruiz is not he's not going to be one of those guys that consistently in the top 5. I don't know if he's ever going to be that good, but I've always believed him to be a solid heavyweight, and I was just surprised that he didn't do so well against Chris Arreola. But he did lose a lot of weight. He is with a new trainer. Sometimes that affects a fighter. So we got to see what happens for Ruiz, because he didn't end up fighting at all the rest of the year, which I was kind of surprised by. And he still doesn't have a fight good to go. Now, again, he dropped 3 spots from number 4. 32 years old now. He doesn't need to let time waste away and not fight. He needs to capitalize on the fact that he beat Anthony Joshua still, that he is a former unified champion, and he needs to go after a big fight. But we're going to see what's available. Right now, he's still the WBC's number 2 contender. Deontay Wilder's number 1. I would love to see Wilder and Ruiz. That was a fight that was rumored to be, in talks for last year, and it didn't happen. But I would love to see Wilder and Ruiz in the middle of the year go for the belt, but I would like to see Ruiz come back before that. And I do believe he's also an option for the undefeated WBC champion Tyson Fury for the first half of the year if the Dillian White fight doesn't happen. So, with him being high up in the WBC right now, he might get an opportunity to fight Tyson Fury. And, hey, he's got a win over Anthony Joshua, a knockout win. Fury would totally run with that, and Ruiz has the name since then, and Fury would come in a very big favorite. So I absolutely believe that fight is a possibility right there if the fight with Dillian White is not materialized for Tyson Fury. So we'll see what happens, but Andy Ruiz really needs to make a statement in 2022 that he belongs in the top 10, in the top 5, that he's a serious threat, and he needs to do that by fighting another guy, in the top 5 with a big name. And he might get the Tyson Fury fight, but at the very least, I hope he gets a good, solid heavyweight in, top 10 heavyweight in. So we got to see. But that's what I got on my number 7 heavyweight in the world right now, the former unified heavyweight champion, Andy Ruiz Jr. I hope you enjoyed this. True Boxing, you've been hit with the truth.